Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hey, what's that?
I got this at a yard sale. It only happens to be an awesome blue box.
What's inside of it?
I don't know.
You haven't opened it yet?
No, I got it for $2.50 and a pack of gum.
At a yard sale?
Yeah, from a little kid.
Why did you just buy a box that you don't know anything about at a yard sale?
Because it's a blue box and I need a blue box for things.
Alright, I gotta piss.
That's right. It makes me excited too. Yeah. I don't know what that was. So, Ocho Cinco? The football player? What the hell is that?
Cookies.
Cookies?
Oh,
Kochupu? Shabalakala. That's okay. Well, I mean, there's no harm in opening a box with speaking creepy.
Chocolates.
Okay, well, there's obviously chocolates in here. Its breath stinks. This box has not been cleaned.
Bagel.
Oh, shit, I knew it! Devil box. There's fucking Hellraisers in here.
Hey,
What? What?
open the box.
I don't want to open the box.
Open it.
I'm gonna put this back in that box. No, I will not make out with you.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to WeWatchedAMovie. I'm Jay and this is Mike, and we got done watching a movie about a creepy box that possesses a little girl.
Sam Raimi is the producer, Ollie Bornadal is the director, and Ollie Bornadal, I'm not
born a doll?
Yeah, I don't know if it's still on Netflix or not, but he directed a movie called Night Watch with Ewan McGregor in it, and Nick
yeah,
Nolte.
that's
Dude,
a good
that
one,
movie
yeah.
is awesome. If you get a chance, you gotta watch it. Shit, I don't remember the main actor in the movie's name.
We need to know his name. Here. We went to this theater to go see this movie about a possession, and there was all these really annoying people there, and they kept talking and laughing and just stomping their feet and getting up and down and walking and making their feet sticky. I don't know why their feet were sticky. I don't know what was going on in that theater, but every time we get into a good scene, they go right behind us. I'm like, what the fuck? Shut up and sit down. I mean, there was professional shushers in there that tried to get those group of people to shut up, and they just would not shut the fuck up. I mean, we're there to enjoy movie people. We're not there to listen to you babber on.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan was the star of this movie. Yeah, he was great. I loved him in the Watchmen too, as the comedian. There's this box, and it's an antique, old-looking box with these inscriptions all around it. Divorced father too goes to a yard sale and buys this for his daughter, not knowing there is a bad, malicious history with this box, that whoever possesses this box, bad shit begins to happen to them, namely demons, infest their homes. The cast of this movie was great. I thought the cast was amazingly good. I didn't necessarily like the wife that much.
Yeah, the closer.
Yeah, she was kind of like kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Great atmosphere, great setting.
All the characters are well written, and they do a great job of taking the time to make you invested in the family. Like, you feel bad for the dad. He's divorced. You know, he's trying to.
I don't really
stay
feel
in
bad
touch
for the
with his
family
daughter.
except for the dad.
But it's not generic. Like, it's like they do an actually good job of making you care about the characters. Is what I'm saying.
I never cared about the woman.
Shut up, Shay.
Overall, though, I just kind of think it was a little weak as far as a horror movie goes. I mean, it was still fun. Don't shake your head yet. It was still fun. I mean, I had a good time watching it. It just, for me, it didn't scare. I'm not really into those, like, jump in your fucking face shit. Like, that
didn't work.
The cheap scares don't, like, scare me. Oh, you jump like 50 times.
In the movie, yeah.
Yeah, but usually the cheap scares don't really bother me, and it's just, it's there, it's quick, and it's over. I want something a little bit more creepy and a little bit more atmospheric. Now, I will say that the makeups and special effects in this movie were fantastically done, especially when they're doing the actual exorcism.
Yeah.
That part was badass. I did have an epileptic seizure. There is a part in the movie where you're like, oh my god, because the lights are blinking and shit. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought that was cool. I didn't think that was scary.
Yeah, well, see, this is, I think a lot of people have been asking us, like, what's one movie you guys really, really disagree on? And I think this movie would be, Sam Raimi's probably my favorite horror director. I know that sounds crazy, but every single one of his horror movies I absolutely love. Like, Drag Me to Hell, when I saw it in the theater, like, I think they did this, even though he just produced this one, I think they did the same thing. It was extremely, extremely loud. Like every part, just like Drag Me to Hell was in the theater. Sam Raimi was draped all over this movie. Now there was a couple of times when it didn't intentionally go campy, but it felt that way. There was a couple unintentional moments in the theater where people laughed a little bit, but right afterwards it seemed like they would shut up and get scared.
And the one thing about it is, I mean, there's nothing original really in the plot. I mean, we talk about this. There's really, I mean, it's the same kind of Exorcist, you know, possession kind of plot line.
Yeah.
Girl gets possessed, dad goes to a professor first to find out about the box or about the demons, and then goes to a priest. Yeah.
Just like The Exorcist, after The Exorcist, like all these movies are kind of pointless.
Yeah. For me, especially with music, it kind of felt like The Frighteners in a way. Like to me, because it was just kind of like that weird music that was kind of like funny but not, and then it was alongside these scenes that were supposed to be really freaky and scary.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like that despairingly weird thing, like offsetting each other, and I kind of felt like it was kind of like a black comedy or like a Frighteners kind of movie.
Yeah, even though it wasn't.
I know,
it's
it just
not
felt
portrayed
like
that way. You just mean the music. I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. There was a couple times the music really doesn't fit what's going on, and it's kind of off-putting. But then there's other times when the music is absolutely fantastic. Like I love certain parts of the music. There's a weird thing this movie does. Like it'll all of a sudden, for no reason at all, go black for a second and go dum.
Yeah, and they use that sometimes like over a lot. Like they would overemphasize something that didn't happen. Like you were like for example, like somebody would be walking down a hallway and then a door would just crack open and then the guy would be like, what? And then it goes boom. And then
People
it
go
goes to the
black
next
and,
scene.
and every time it did it, the theater burst out.
It was like nothing happened. So-
Yeah, there was a couple times where it made sense, but a lot of times it was like, oh, we're at a yard sale. Boom. Even the stuff that didn't fit, maybe didn't feel right about it, I still loved it. Like I loved everything about this movie. I don't know what it is. This movie was like it was entertaining, yet it had really good story in it, yet it was actually really scary and freaky towards the end at certain parts. For me, it may be another possession movie, but it's a well-made movie. The cinematography looks good.
Yeah.
The writing is good. There's a couple scenes that kind of do fall flat. Like the opening scene to me, I didn't like that very much. I was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, it went nowhere. There was no point in even being in it. You know what they could have done? They could have just started at the yard sale. They could have cut that whole scene out.
There's a couple of those scenes that you're kind of like, okay, yeah, I've seen that before. I know what's up with it. But at the same time, even during those scenes, the music, the cinematography, the acting made those parts better. And when you get towards the end, and there's a couple original parts in it. There's some things that haven't been done with Exorcism before. So I absolutely love this movie, Jay. I'm going to give it an 8.0.
Well, you're playing with fire.
Yeah.
I like when you play with fire. I'm going to give it a 6.5. Solid movie. If someone says, let's go see this movie, I mean, you're not going to have not a good time.
Other than The Exorcist, what's your favorite, demonic possession movie? Mine, Evil Dead.
Mine's The Exorcist. So what's yours?
What's yours?
That's what we want to know.
That's the question.
I'm Jay, this is Mike, and we'll see you next time. Into his house. Pump it up. Pump up the jam.
We watched a movie.
Can't see your face,
We
Jay.
watched it.
I know that.
Okay.
Pump it up while your feet are stomping.
I'm going to go with Evil Dead 2.
We did.
That's not even scary. That was funny.
I know, but it scared me. When that chick's in the corner and she's like,
We watched a movie.